If you've worn a duty belt with a significant amount of stuff on it, you've experienced duty belt sag. Now, duty belt sag is when the duty belt, especially in the front, starts sagging down away from your waistline. Now, the solution to this is simple. Belt keepers. You have an inner belt on your pants, and then the outer belt that you clip around it, and you take these belt keepers and clip the inner belt to the outer belt. Now, the problem with belt keepers is they're not 100% effective, especially when the loads start getting heavy. All they do is kind of pull your pants down. The solution to that, for many, many years, was suspenders. It was a cheap and effective solution to the problem. Now, suspenders and belt keepers together works out really well for keeping your pants up when you've got a lot of weight on it. The problem with it is that it still allows the belt to shift around. So to really lock the belt down, some ingenious person came up with Velcro inner belts. Now, Velcro inner belts attach between a loop or sticky side Velcro on the inner belt and a loop or sticky side Velcro on the outer belt. And when you tighten your outer belt around your inner belt that's attached to your pants, it really locks it down. The problem with this is the more stuff you have on your belt and the more stability you need, the less it works, because your pouches don't come with Velcro on the inside of them. Alright, man, take a seat, buckle up. Ordinarily we'd start with orientation of the car here, but we got calls pending and we got to get to them. So, we're rolling. We're going to have to learn on the way. Alright, today I set the car up. Alright, so the simple solution to this problem is sticky back Velcro tape. And sticky back Velcro tape, especially the industrial strength ones, they're not kidding around it. It can actually hold up a fire extinguisher up on a wall. This stuff's really tough, and a lot of the problem that you have with sticky side Velcro is that the glue on the back isn't good enough. Well, the glue on the back of this, within 15 minutes, sets like super glue. It's an epoxy base. So this stuff, you stick it on your pouches, and it stays on. I've used this before. It's been a while, but I'm returning back to using a Velcro inner duty belt now that I've lost a little bit of weight. Hopefully I can lose some more. So this stuff's pretty easy to use. You figure out where you want your Velcro and how thick you want it, and you can either buy the tape to size, or like me, I buy it online and I can cut the stuff to the shape that I need. So in this particular case, I can just line up and decide where I want my Velcro. Cut a piece out. Luckily it's going to be inside, so nobody's going to see it. Doesn't matter if it looks pretty or not. There's a plastic tape on the back, a clear plastic tape. I pull that off. And this stuff back here, within 15 minutes, sets like epoxy. So this is going to be rock hard on there. Set it to the center of my piece of equipment. And now when I put my belt back on with the inner belt is going to stick to the outer belt and hold it in place better. And now when I put my inner belt on and put my outer belt to it, instead of the front sagging down because I've got smooth leather up against the smooth Velcro loop side, I'm going to have sticky side Velcro against the smooth Velcro loop side. And it's got to lock it in. So my magazine pouches and my handcuffs aren't going to pull the front of my belt down. As an added bonus, I won't look like as much of a doofus. So there is only one 2-inch by 4-inch section, which cost me less than $2. And I've attached Velcro to the inside of my heaviest pouches. Luckily, the attachment from my holster allows the Velcro to come through, which is great. And that should solve my sagging belt problem. So if you have that same problem with the sagging belt, I suggest the Velcro inner belt, Velcro lined outer belt. For $2, get yourself some sticky side industrial Velcro, put it on the inside of the extra pouches that you have, and then put belt keepers around it. Well, if you like that video, go ahead and subscribe, because there's a whole lot more to come. As soon as I finish up these calls, go 10-8. County 291.
291.